This is Kyle from 4.5. Hey, so we talk a lot about pay-per-click strategies and how best to run the campaign, different options that you have available, but I wanted to do this blog to talk about the different lead channels that you have as a property manager and how your company can think about attacking them. What's going to be involved both in terms of should I use this lead for my type of setup of company, and also what's going to be involved in the sales process for bringing that lead into a management contract for your company. So let's talk a little bit about Google AdWords. In the time that we've been a property management marketing company, Google AdWords has been the most successful pay-per-lead type of model that we've had for our clients. Google AdWords, of course, has the highest cost of any of the lead sources that we're highlighting in this blog. You could see Google AdWords leads in highly competitive markets all the way up right now over the $300 range per lead. So when we think about sales cycle with Google AdWords is great because it's targeting searches where people are more likely to take action now. And also, the other thing about Google AdWords is each lead, because of its high cost, is going to need to be closed or at least followed up on as much as possible for you to see a return on this platform. So you're going to be looking into things like Lead Simple or a CRM. You need to make sure that your company is able to answer the phone at all times when it rings for those AdWords leads, or if the email is coming in that somebody is following up immediately. Sales system is good. Make sure if you have a BDM or a property manager, a few people on your staff that are sharing that responsibility, that they're able to answer the phone right away and get back to this person. And of course, if it's after hours, unfortunately, somebody might have to be able to do that. But to be successful on this platform and as much outlay as you're doing in terms of cost, you got to be on top of it for this one. All right, the next lead source that we're going to discuss is Yelp Pay-Per-Click advertising. So I would say of the lead sources that we're highlighting here, this is maybe the second most expensive in terms of pay-per-click cost. And so with Yelp leads, there's a couple of things we have to consider. One, is my review score good? Of course, you don't want to advertise a rating that's subpar or something like that. Two, is Yelp popular in my area, and or is it popular in the area where owners, maybe from out of my state, contact me? The other thing I would think of with Yelp is it's an interesting place as far as your sales cycle to try texting, because most of the time Yelp searches are done a lot on an app, which is right on somebody's phone. If they're putting in an inquiry and expecting a response quickly, try texting them. All right, the next kind of lead that you can go after is Facebook advertising. So Facebook advertising is a little bit different than the other two we've talked about so far. One, I'd say it's the third lowest of these four different lead sources we're talking about in this blog today. But the other thing about Facebook leads, and that's kind of nice, is it's kind of like a billboard put out there between people who identify within Facebook that they could be in need of property management services. So while the other two strategies, Yelp and Google AdWords, were people identifying saying, I need a property manager, you might be able to tap into those people who don't yet know that they need a manager with a campaign like this. All right, the last lead source we're going to talk about is blogging, and this ranks as the lowest cost of all of these sources here. Doing about 20 blogs with our company, you can do them on your own if you have the know-how, but I'd say doing about 20 blogs with our company is equal to the lifetime value of maybe one closed contract. So if you think about the power of blogging, it's immense in terms of the return on investment it can bring you. It does so much for your SEO and conversion, but in the types of leads that it can bring in, it's great for accidental landlords. It works for people who are looking for information about investing. It can cover all the niches and creases out there, people looking for property management. All right, and here's a bonus, your online reputation. You can actually, of course, get leads from people just seeing your review score on Google reviews, seeing where you are in terms of Yelp reviews. But I want to highlight your reputation because it's not quite a force multiplier, but it's something that has an overall effect on all of the marketing that you're going to do. So if you're going to explore any of these four things for growing your property management company, think of your reputation as bringing the cost down for each one, because it can really help that conversion rate you have on the ad campaign. When you have the best reputation, people just want to work with you. All right, thank you so much for watching this blog. In this blog, we talked about a couple of different lead sources and the sales strategies, things you got to think about to be successful on each platform. Feel free to subscribe to our blog for more information. If you're interested in a free consultation, click the link that's somewhere up here at the top of the page. We'll get in contact.